What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the madness. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be going live, essentially kind of an uncut approach to recreating the Matteo Mancuso preset that he makes for the Helix and trying our best to make it on the X-Fex. Well, that's what we're going to try to do anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a video that I found where Matteo is talking about a Helix tone that he makes or he has made, and then we're going to kind of try to transfer all of that knowledge into the Axe effects and using our documentation and our just, critical thinking skills to do it. Let's go ahead and get started. So we've got, let's see here. Here we are.
The two amp simulation. So the first one is the US Deluxe Normal.
All right. So now we know we're dealing. So he said right before this that he split the entire thing up into 4 snapshots, which I'm assuming is basically like 4 scenes. And we know right now that he's got an amp of sorts, and I know he's got a cab. And I know right now the way I'm looking at it, here, let's try to make this just a little bit bigger. And you know what, I'll full screen it just so that we can see exactly.
That I use for clean, chorus, and crunch.
So I saw the cab was a 2x12 rivet. Let's see what we got in here. It's a jazz rivet, 2x12. Let's go ahead and find us a 2x12 set. Let's see if we have rivet. Or let's type in jazz. Yeah, 2x12 jazz. We got all these 120s and 121s right here. I kind of like the idea of using one of those. Let's go ahead and give that a whack. That seems to be kind of close what he's going for.
And the second one is the matchstick channel.
You know what? And I missed.
Clean, chorus, and crunch. And the second one is
I missed it.
Here I use 2 amp simulation. So the first one is the
US Deluxe Normal. And you know what? I'm probably going to have to go and, US Deluxe Normal amp. What is that? So it's a Fender Deluxe Reverb. Normal channel. All right. So now we know. Oops, not that one. Now we know that that's what we're going for on that, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Yex documentation. Go over here. Let's check it out. Sorry, guys. This is a very new style for me. Let me just get used to it here. So now we got, Fender Deluxe. Fender Deluxe Reverb right here. That's a black face. I'm sure there's more variations on it. No. I'm just going to go way up to the top here. Sorry, I got to look around everything. Let's see. 60. You know what? Let's just go with this. This is going to be pretty close. Deluxe Verb. Let's go ahead and get this thing out of the way real quick. And then slap this thing on a Deluxe Verb. Deluxe Verb Normal. Boom. Should just type that in right off the bat, right? But we want to make sure. So let's go ahead and take a look and see where he goes next.
US Deluxe Normal that I use for clean, chorus, and crunch.
Clean, chorus, and crunch. So we know that it's going to be clean, chorus, and crunch. So I mean, golly, I need to figure out how to kind of control that.
And the second one is the matchstick channel 2.
Match stick?
That I use on stick channel is the match.
Trying to see where is he calling it out? Seeing if I could read something. He says matchstick channel 2. You know what? I think that's the only thing I'm gonna get. Matchstick channel 2 from Helix. What is this? It's a DC 30. Matchless. It's a DC 30. Perfect. So let's go to channel B, and now we know it's a matchless, or we could say DC. Let's type in 30. What's this? Matchbox D30. Perfect. So now we got both the amps that we're talking about here. Let's go ahead and keep on going, right?
And that I use only for the lead snapshot.
So he uses that for the lead.
So the first one is basically a jet sound. I use the Jets reverb cabinet.
Okay, time to grab the guitar. This is when it gets interesting. Sorry guys, I have to put my the handlebars down on my chair, or else I can't play the guitar. Have to use this whole thing for my work too, so sharing spaces. Where in the hell is a pick? Let's see. Almost nothing right now. I don't hear almost anything, so let's go ahead and turn it up. Let's see, it sounds awful.
So I really dark.
He's got some reverb in there, I already hear it. I don't know how detailed he's going to get with how he gives us his descriptions, you know? Like, we're not going to get all that detail probably from this. Let's see.
Dark sound from my jet stuff. I also added at the start of the chain at the looks.
At the start of the chain, he does a deluxe comp. Let's go ahead and put a comp in here. It's pretty typical. Let's see what we got here. Compander. I don't know what their deluxe comp is. You know what I mean?
Compressor.
So I'm gonna have to look it up. Deluxe comp Helix. What is that? Let's just do a JFET compressor. He said it's a jet sound. I don't know. JFET maybe has something to do with it. Mind you, I haven't done any tinkering yet either, so we're just getting straight up components
Also,
in here.
It's not too much dynamic, and it helps you a lot also with the performance.
Actually, let me see.
So I really wanted the reverb cabinet.
Okay, so he's got that. And we can see some stuff in here. Low cut 81. Actually, that's on the cab. I love it when they give us what we're looking for. It's right up here. It's going to be 81 hertz, he says. And then he's got it down to 65. Early relic 0%. Everything's pretty standard. And the mic is a 409 dynamic. So we know the microphone type. Ooh. I might have to do something here. 2x12. What do we got? Class A, Chiefman. Bass guy. I'm taking a chance here and just going to go with a double verb. I'm going to go with a dynamic. And then I'm going to do everything else just the way I did before. Because I don't have the option to mess around with the microphone type specifically or the distance. And so I really want to be able to do that. In order to do that, I have to use a Dynacab. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm not going to mess with the room. Actually, I will add a little bit of air. And I'll put that frequency up to 6. I'll do it right in the middle at around 32. 50-ish. I'll say 1400. Yeah, that sounds like dope. Let's see. Let's get this level increased. I don't hear enough right now. I don't like the JFET.
cabinet.
Let's see. Very dark. So he's got quite a bit of... I have a feeling he's got an EQ over here too. I just know he does. And then I'll bet he drops this down quite a bit. Boost a bit. A little bit too much gain. It's here.
So a really dark sound from my jet stuff. I also added at the start of the chain a deluxe compressor, so it's not too much
All right,
dynamic.
it's here.
And it helps here a lot also with the
He's
performance.
also significantly better
So
than me,
about
so...
the parameters, I always work a lot on the cabinet speakers. I use a lot the low cut and high cut. I believe they influence a lot your sound. So here you have the low cut at 81 hertz, so it's enough darky for my tastes. Yeah, you have 100 parameters and more, but I believe these two are the most important ones for the cabinet. Then I have the second snapshot. There is just the chorus, the clean with the chorus added. But I often use it with my bridge pickup. So
I actually think that other one had the bass a little bit higher too. I know he has that. And I think I want the... No, definitely not that. They actually changed this up a little bit now. Okay, let's see here. I think that sounds pretty good for the snapshot one for now. I'm not trying to make this into a humongous video, but it is what it is. Ooh, this sounds friggin' nice. Let's see what this is.
It has a less darkier sound.
Less dark. Threshold. And he's got his deluxe comp settings right there, actually. That's really nice of him. Attack time, it even tells you 13. Release time, 243. Compression, he's got a mix of 80% on this. He's got a 0.2 dB on here. Let's get 0.25. Threshold. Interesting. This is what I'm looking for. Minus 30. There we go. We got the ratio. Attack time. 13. 243. We got the mix at 80. Look ahead. We got 0. I like that. Alright, let's see. Sorry guys, I didn't want to take too much time on that one, but I do want to get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Less darkier sound.
Okay, we know right away, obviously, there's a chorus in here. No doubt about it.
And I also added a digital delay for some ambient.
Okay. The digital delay.
Here's the crunch. This is the most difficult one because it's one of the most dynamic.
He doesn't really give us too much on it, does he? Like he says, oh, it's a digital delay. Like we know it's a digital delay, but like these are all technically digital delays. And so we got to find the one that I think Really kind of.
So
I didn't hear that much delay though, to be honest. So I don't think it matters too much. I'll just give it a 20/20/90, and I'll even drop that down. I don't even know if I'll probably put the mix at like 5%, quarter second. Let's see, what do we got here? Chorus. The chorus is more. See, the thing is that. Oh shit! I gotta go here. Snapshot 2. All right, and I know for certain it's the same. And the chorus is definitely a more. Let's try this one. Let's see here.
and I also added
No, his was his tone. Try a different chorus altogether. I mean, there's so much stuff going on here. It would take me a very long time.
and I also added a digital delay for some ambience. Here's the crunch.
Okay, so he didn't actually use digital delay at that point. If he wants it, he can. Just not sure about this. Just one more time.
And I also added a digital.
There's something else going on there. There's a modulation. There's a modulator going on in there, and I know it for sure, but they're not giving us enough information. Let's keep on going.
It's one of the most dynamic, so I had some trouble making it, but at the end I...
It is what it is, guys. Okay, so we know for certain the moment he gets out of snapshot 3, he is going to the mash list. Let's see what he's got going on here again.
So here's the crunchy sound, And here I use a distortion pedal called Hedgehog D.
Does the crunch come after the amp? It's kind of parallel. The way they do things is a little bit different. So I'm not entirely sure if the crunch is coming before or after. It looks like they have like a completely different way of setting these things up. They have like an effects chain, and then they've got like a different chain, like an amp chain. So they have a drive, but I don't know exactly what it is. It's a Hedgehog. It's a Hedgehog D9.
D9.
Hedgehog D9. Sonic Drive. Here it is. All right, guys. Finally. Wait, what's he got? Oh, golly.
And I don't use Hedgehog.
He shows so little. So little tone. Oh my God, we have so much more control over this. They haven't given us anything almost.
D9, and I don't use too much gain. It's 2.1 here. Sometimes I use it a little more. It depends where I'm playing, of course. And here I use a crunch, and
Tone is a 3.
too much.
That sounds nothing like what I'm looking for. This one will take me a long time. I'd be better off just taking off that drive. Honestly, it sounds better just like this.
Pedal called Edge here on the digital delay, and I often use it with the digital delay added. So here I use it, of course, the Matchstick Channel 2 with the valve driver at the start of the chain. I don't like to be too much aggressive with my lead sounds, so I always try to find some sweetness on the sounds. But if I want to, let's say, be more aggressive, more have a bigger sounds, I mix the things with the edge of D9 and you have a bigger sound. So here's the result. What I can say, I have also an Adriatic swell. It's a different delay from the digital, so it lets you play from the digital.
Yeah.
So it lets you.
Got a swell box.
And you
yeah.
can also use it with a clean channel, of course.
So you could do
Yeah,
that.
So that's basically.
So finally, with that, I mean, you can add the volume pan. Of course, it's just, you know, basically an FC pedal. I believe that's the one. Nope, not that one. This one? Yep, that's the one. And that's how you get those. But as you can see,
All the sounds I use.
they don't give you too much.
With my projects, also with my trio, I use the exactly same preset. So if you want to sound like me, at least you have the Helix preset that I use. So I will be happy if you download it. So thanks for coming by. Here's my Helix preset. Ciao.
All right, that's it, guys. So we did build up a bit of a preset here. It isn't complete, but they don't give you all that much data to work with. So we did get the general gist of everything down. I think that overall, this one sounds actually quite good. Oh, you thought that I was done. No, I spent the next 3 days perfecting this gosh darn thing, and now I want to share it with you again. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the comp. Analog compressor. Take a look at those parameters. Know that they are the absolute best. Listen to this. All right, now let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one because this stuff's good. All right, so this is next. This is the lead patch that he was going after. I think this is pretty dang close. Let's go down to the like the chorus patch he was talking about. All right, last one. And this is the jazzy clean one they just talked about. And then he does some pretty cool stuff with this. I'm not entirely sure, but All right, that's what I've got for you so far. But we got to go through each of these pieces here. So what we got here, we got the drive. It's Clone Turon. It's just really, really good. Amp Deluxe Verb on channel A, Matchbox D30 on channel B. You got a Dynacab 2x12 double verb. And then over here we got an 8-voice stereo. We got a graphite copy delay. We got a London plate. And then we got a volume pan, which I turn off, and a looper, a GEQ that's got some funkiness going on. Try to keep it dark here. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys get something out of this. I know I sure as hell learned a lot by doing this process. I think this process is important, guys. You know, and I think it's not really exactly the result I get right up front, but the result I get after tinkering and messing with it and just experimenting. Like, listen to your ears, you know what I mean? So let me know what you guys come up with. I really want to hear your results. You're watching this. I hope you're following along. So either way, I'll catch you on the next time. Ciao for now, y'all.